Welcome to the Rochester, New Hampshire History Podcast, a monthly show that will shine a light on a piece of history that has been all but forgotten.
Located in the James W. Foley Memorial Community Center is the Rochester Elks Sports Hall of Fame. This exhibit honors athletes and contributors who have achieved outstanding accomplishments in sports. In this episode, we will look at Edmund Breton, who was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1999. He was one of Rochester's most promising baseball prospects, a 1943 graduate of Spaulding High School who went undefeated on the mound in his senior year and signed by the Boston Red Sox in 1943. Sadly, he died at the age of 20 aboard the USS Franklin in March 1945 in the Pacific Theater of War.
The story of the USS Franklin is a tragic one. The USS Franklin was an aircraft carrier in World War II. She was the fifth United States ship to be named Franklin and was named in honor of Benjamin Franklin. The ship suffered 924 killed in action during the war, the worst for any surviving United States warship. The ship was commissioned in January 1944, and by the summer of 1944, it was patrolling the Pacific Ocean and had conducted many combat missions in the Mariana Islands, Iwo Jima, Guam, and Saipan. Her planes destroyed enemy planes on the ground and in the air, gun installations, and enemy ships. In October 1944, during the Battle of Leyte Gulf in the Philippines, a Japanese suicide plane crashed into the Franklin, killing 56 men and wounding 60. Here is a picture of the Franklin shortly after the attack. She is the ship on the right. The ship's crew was able to extinguish fires and fix the flight deck so planes could land 90 minutes after the kamikaze hit.
By March 1945, the ship was fully repaired and back in the war. On March 19, 1945, the USS Franklin had moved within 50 miles of Japan, closer than any other carrier during the war. It was risky, as enemy planes or submarines could appear at any moment. Then it happened. A Japanese dive bomber approached the ship without being detected by lookouts or radar. As the Franklin was in the midst of launching aircraft, the Japanese plane emerged from the clouds and dropped two 550-pound armor-piercing bombs. Both bombs hit the ship, causing massive destruction and killing hundreds instantly. The bombs ignited all the rocket-laden planes and gasoline. Everything seemed to blow up at once, followed by additional explosions as a gasoline vapor detonation overwhelmed the deck.
In addition, there were thousands of bullets for the anti-aircraft guns in the ship's storage lockers. The flames and heat caused these bullets to detonate on the hangar deck. This created a death trap on the ship as thousands of these bullets tore into the sailors. Many of the crew were forced to jump into the ocean because of intense flames and explosions. Other Navy ships came alongside to spray water on the carrier and to rescue men who had jumped into the sea. The captain of the ship, Leslie E. Gares, could have decided to abandon the ship, but that meant all the men still alive but trapped below deck would not survive due to the fires. Instead, he decided to fight to keep the ship afloat. Sailors from other Navy ships boarded the carrier to aid firefighting and rescue efforts. Despite horrific damage, the men managed to keep Franklin from sinking, and after 6 hours, the fires were finally under control. The ship was saved, but seriously damaged.
Though the ship was battered and broken, the Franklin slowly made it back to the mainland for repairs and was out of commission for the rest of the war. 807 men perished on that fateful day, and 487 were wounded. This was over a third of the men on the Franklin.
Edmund Breton's body was never found. He was awarded the Purple Heart and is buried at sea with many of his fellow sailors. In Hawaii, there is the Honolulu Memorial, which honors military personnel who were buried at sea in the Pacific. Edmund Breton's name is enshrined there. Edmund is also listed on Rochester's World War II Honor Roll, which is located at City Hall.
This ends the podcast. If you have any questions or comments, please email bobgriffinpodcast@gmail.com and come back next month for another episode of Rochester, New Hampshire History.